and they've almost actually killed the Arcana. Now 333 actually on the Warlord. What big balls on that man. He missed his tornado. He wanted to catch the Arcana, but it didn't happen. 333 still something to do. Oh, he got caught. He got paralyzed. But the shield from the Bard, and he still kills the Arcana. Even with the triangle. 333, this Lance Master, absolutely crazy. And he's going with 1% HP on the Hawkeye because he does not give a fucking fuck. Because he's just great. And on the Warlord, he's just humiliating them. And I've just told you this from the beginning. He's absolutely insane. And he does not care.
Wow.
He's solo versus 3. He does not care. And finally he dies just because he is him. Absolutely clap, clap, clap. That is a motherfucking player. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Shall I go ham on this one?
Yeah, go for it.
Shall I go really ham?
Definitely.
Greetings and salutations, Lost Ark fans. We are here for the first ever Lost Ark Esports PvP tournament. I mean, it gives me the heebie-jeebies just saying that out loud. Today I'm joined by my co-caster Jim Jackson. Jim, we've done a lot of PvE content together. We've queued up for a lot of unranked together. Today is the first time I see you. It's really nice to meet you, my dude. We failed so many times in the cube trying to get that juicy silver. But here we are today casting this together. I'm really happy to have you as my partner. You look amazing and you are awesome. Let's get into this. Are you as excited as I am for this?
Super nice to meet you, Saivo. I think you're an amazing man, guys. Subscribe.
Thank you very much, my man. I really appreciate it.
And I'm really looking forward to these matches today. I think we're going to see some really, really good gameplay. I think
you're goddamn right. I couldn't be more excited. I've been following the game for years. I've been playing the game for years. God bless we don't have it in the West, but we don't care. Today we're here to talk about it. Jim, let's take a quick look over the group stages. Let's tell the fans how it's gonna go. I'm gonna start off if you don't mind. So the PvP tournament has 4 groups and each group has 4 separate teams. Today we're gonna cover Group A and the matches in Group A. We're gonna see which team is the winner of Group A and which team comes in second place. Next week we have Group B and then Group C and then finally Group D for all of the matches before we get into the quarterfinals. The first match today is going to be in between Root Domain and It's a Good Place to Eat. Second one is going to have Serie versus the Flying Dutchman. And then the third match is going to have the defeated team from match 1 versus the defeated team from match 2. The fourth match is going to be in between the winning team in match 1 versus the winning team in match 2. And then the final match of the day, we're going to have the winners from both of these third and fourth matches. Let's get into the games, guys. Me and Jim are absolutely super excited. I know he is. Look at him. Look at his face. He's absolutely shaking there.
Yeah, absolutely. I get so excited for PvP, I cannot even tell you.
Yeah, that's true. You always get too excited. One time he actually wet his pants in a PvP match, but that's absolutely perfectly fine. I shouldn't have said that. So, really sorry, Jim. It's okay. Yeah, you're gonna
I forgive you.
Definitely, yeah. You're my best friend.
Yeah. For gold, yeah. For diamonds.
The players are already there. They're setting up their keyboards. They're setting up their mice. They look calm and collected. Then again, all Koreans look calm. You can never really tell, at least I can personally never really tell when a Korean player is actually nervous. But that's perfectly fine. That's why they're so precise. That's why they play so good. Super excited for these games. I actually cannot wait to get into the action. So let's get into the games, Jim. I am so goddamn hyped to do this. Let's take a look here. We have the red team on the left. We have Destroyer, Bard, Berserker. And then the blue team on the right. We have Berserker, Lance Master, and Bard. So 2 Bards in each team and 2 Berserkers in each team. Obviously, both of these classes very good. Already the red Bard is using the Awakening skill, but everyone left.
Trigger.
They all left already. And now both two-man knockdown. What a combo in between the Berserker and the Destroyer. 2-man knockdown right there. But the Bard from the backline has been doing a great job to support the blue team and get them out of that 2-man knockdown. And now the blue team was on top of their ass. And the blue team is aggressive right now. The Bard, the blue team Bard Awakening skill that got the Destroyer really, really low. So that guy is kind of kaput. Now the Bard, the red Bard, is taking a lot of damage from the blue Destroyer and with the support of the Lancer and the blue Bard. And now they are all 3 on the red Destroyer. The blue Bard is playing absolutely phenomenal. Jim, what do you think?
Yeah, trigger happy red Bard, really.
Yeah, completely agree. And now the Lancemaster is on top of the Destroyer, and then he really quickly swaps to the Red Bard. Absolutely genius. The Red Bard basically cannot pull out almost any moves, and they really messed up with the Awakening skill at the beginning. The Red Destroyer is on the offensive, first on the Blue Destroyer and then on the Bard. Lancemaster is just chilling, the blue one is just chilling around, doing kind of nothing, but that's perfectly fine. In and out, that's the way of the Lancemaster. And now we have the blue Berserker caught here right on the side by the Destroyer, the red one, and the Bard. He's surely gonna die here from the Bard. That's absolutely true. And the Red Destroyer also. He was taking care of the other two on the other side. That's absolutely genius. So both Berserkers pulling in the skills, and the red one actually surviving with this, but they're all like so low, and I don't think that the red Bard has the innate skill for the healing, and I don't think there's any point to do that. Definitely, I guess they're just gonna die, reset. So now it's 3 versus 1, and soon a full team wipe for the blue team.
Wow. I absolutely agree. I mean, listen, the blue team is playing so well at the moment. It's 4-1. The score, I mean, it's just going really good. But I think the red team is still gonna take.
Absolutely, and now the red team are really on their ass. Everyone of 2 people, the Lancemaster and the Bard from the blue team, are really low HP, and that's absolutely... We have the Lancemaster Awakening skill, which we didn't actually catch, and the Bard kind of survived it. I think the Lancemaster might not have finished the cast because it was right there up north. It was absolutely crazy. I bet the people who are using the camera, they missed that, and it's a beautiful Awakening skill. They should have definitely showed it. Now the Lancemaster has actually died. Berserker and Bard from the blue team still awake, and we have 3 people from the red team. 2 of them are under half HP, the Bard and the Berserker from the red team. We have also the Berserker from the blue team half HP, and now the blue team is again on the offensive, on top of the Destroyer's ass. The Berserker from the blue team got stunned by the Bard. That was so clutch. The Destroyer would have probably been dead. We have a fight up top in the north versus Berserker from red team and Bard from blue team, and now we have here Berserker from the blue team going absolutely YOLO with the help of the Bard. That's absolutely... And again the blue Bard. This guy, this blue Bard is absolutely massive. He's insane. He's absolutely... And the healing, that's absolutely gorgeous. That is out fucking rageous. I've never seen something like that before. Super nice. Great plays from the blue Bard and the blue team in general. I absolutely love the way they've played this match. 6-4, 6-5 now the score. Only the Lancemaster from the blue team is alive, and unfortunately he has been caught, and then he has to retreat in the fire and take some very big extra damage just for the sake. He caught them. He caught it on the edge of the lance, and with the Bard skill. Oh, the Destroyer has pressed space. Destroyer has pressed space from the red team. Now everyone has to back off. The Bard can support the Berserker because... Oh my god, that was a 2-man Awakening skill from the red Berserker. That was absolutely crazy. Look at this. Look at the Lancemaster pulling in the play. This blue Lancemaster is absolutely crazy as well. So there's 2 awesome, all 3 of them, all 3 players from the blue team are absolutely insane. I cannot tell you enough. 7-7 the score right now. Close. But strangely enough, the red team, simply because they just have more HP and they just have Destroyer instead of Lancemaster, which is a slower class, but he has been playing exceptionally well for his class. They have just actually taken the lead, and there's like 12 seconds. How is the red team winning this with so great plays? There was an Awakening skill from the blue Berserker to tie up the score with 4 seconds remaining. Nothing is happening. Kill this guy, kill the red Berserker. He's like fucking half HP. And the red team, I think, won. I think the red team, yeah, there you go. Red team has won the first match.
Well played.
How did the red team win this? I have absolutely no idea, Jim.
GG, well played, really. Just a better team chemistry.
So let's get into game 2, my boys. Red team is leading 1-0. Both teams right now in the middle of the arena duking it out. The Bard has a decent positioning right now. Both Bards have really decent positionings. Just a little bit of damage in the middle of the arena, but right now something has changed. The blue Destroyer, the blue Berserker went back, and then the blue Bard is exposed right there. He took some serious damage, under 50% of HP, just because of his positioning. I was just praising him for his positioning, the blue one and the red one, but it doesn't seem to matter right now. The blue Bard is half HP, and then the red Bard just is pulling in the plays from the fountain. Luckily with the Lancemaster, he interrupted actually the cast of the Bard. That's really nice. The red Destroyer has actually caught 2. The blue Bard is using the awakening skill, only catching himself actually. Not that the other teammates needed it, but it's still something nice to have. And now the red destroyer is on top of the blue berserker. And then the Lancemaster is actually on top of the red berserker, which is actually very interesting. The blue berserker is almost dead, to be honest, but he's still pulling in the place. He's pulling in the place on the destroyer, the red one, and the bard, and he actually killed the red destroyer. And then the red bard almost dead as well. Luckily for the red bard's awakening skill, which gave them the shield. But now we have 3 players on the blue side, which are all of them kind of low HP, and then only the red destroyer is full HP. But at least he can front line. And then the blue team is actually healing, and then they're healing the berserker while the bard is staying out of the heal so that the berserker can get more. Really neat plays from the blue bard. I actually already forgave him. The red destroyer actually, the blue destroyer actually goes down, and now they're both on the retreat. The Lancemaster, I believe, is also gonna go down because there is really nothing you can do. But he's still pulling in the place with his mobility. The Lancemaster, the blue. This is so nice, and he's actually doing some damage also. Super neat. He tried to catch the 2 low HP ones by surprising them, but didn't manage because they were really nicely split. The blue bard, the blue destroyer just got the blue berserker just got a double kill right there. Super nice. And the blue bard is actually still alive. The red team is respawning right now. The score is 4-1 for the blue team. Remember, they have a disadvantage of 1 point. The red team won the previous match, but that's really no problem because 2-1 is still a nice score. The blue bard is still alive after all of that, but now the berserker is on top of his ass, and I'm not sure if he's gonna make it for very long. The red destroyer is on top of the blue berserker also, and then the bard is still pulling in the plays. The bard with 5% HP alongside the Lancemaster are still pulling in the plays also in the middle to stop the red destroyer from actually being on their ass. And right now it's just a game of catch and mouse, and now the red destroyer is on the offensive on the bard and the Lancemaster, but there is in the game a blue berserker which is pulling in the plays, as you can clearly see, and the Lancemaster, absolutely, the blue Lancemaster is also doing pretty well. The red bard has helped the team from the back.
Yeah, the red team is playing as well as the first match. It's just the difference that the blue team right now is just playing out of their minds. They're doing some really nice plays. Really nice. Double kill also for the red berserker.
Oh, that was giant. That was absolutely giant. Finally, they killed them. Finally, they killed the blue Lancemaster and the blue bard. Now they can respawn full HP. The blue, oh my god, the blue berserker got caught in the awakening of the red destroyer. That's absolutely massive. Now he's really low, but he is still on the offensive even though he's low. Now he's gonna die here, but that's absolutely no problem. We have a full HP Lancemaster and a full HP bard, but the red destroyer used the spacebar. This is absolutely dangerous, but not when you're a Lancemaster. That's absolutely no problem because you can blink out of everything you want. That being said, the Lancemaster has done an amazing job right now during the spacebar of the destroyer just to interrupt the bard, and I think the destroyer, the blue one, has gotten a double kill on the red berserker and on the red bard. The red bard was definitely mispositioned there. He thought the spacebar of the destroyer is gonna save him too, but it didn't. It doesn't work like that, my boy. And now the blue team is on the offensive, and the blue bard has popped the heal, but in the attacks of the red berserker, and that's not some place you wanna be. It is how it is. He couldn't take advantage of his heal. Absolutely no problem. Auto attacks from the berserker kills the blue bard, which is absolutely fabulous. You don't really see that, right? But hey, I guess auto attacks work in Lost Ark as well. Now the red destroyer is on top of the blue berserker, and then he got stunned right on the spin, and now there's a fight going on top. The red bard is already dead, and now we have the blue destroyer and the blue berserker and the blue Lancemaster doing, and the destroyer and the berserker massive awakening skill, but only on one person. And now we have the red berserker massive awakening skill on 2. That was an absolutely huge turnaround. The balls on that red the berserker to cast his awakening skill, and I think that who won? The blue team won. Okay, the blue team won. The blue team won. I'm safe. I'm absolutely safe. It's all good. Clap for the blue team. I'm starting to love them more than Serie, to tell you the truth. But what are your thoughts, Jim, on this match number 2?
I think it was great. I think some nice plays from both berserkers. I think some decent plays from both bards. Really nice. Very excited. Very happy with the 2 games so far.
Very curious to see who's gonna take game number 3. I do believe that if the red team focuses a lot, then they can out-comp the blue team. I know the blue team has a Lance Master, I get that, and I know he's not playing the best out of all Lance Masters I've seen, so I might think that he was lacking focus, the blue Lance Master, but we're already in the game 3 and there is some brawl going on. The awakening skill of the destroyer, of the red destroyer right there on nobody. I thought only in Russia I can see awakening skill on nobodies. That's absolutely bad, and now the red team is at a disadvantage. The Lance Master is absolutely shitting on the berserker, which is perfectly normal, and the berserker awakening, the blue berserker awakening, where is he gonna cast? Oh my god, that was on 2. That was absolutely massive. I am really surprised of the level of skill of the blue team. If they lose this, I'm just going to be absolutely shocked. The blue berserker is actually on top of the red bard, and then the blue bard is positioned as always absolutely amazingly, and helping with the stun, and helping with that cancerous red skill that bards have. It's absolutely crazy. The red bard has already used the awakening skill, so they're not gonna have it for now, and then the blue berserker right now is in the red team's fireplace. That's absolutely no problem, because berserkers also like to get cooked. No worries there. The Lance Master is actually caught and he's dead, and I believe that the bard is going to be chased and die as well. Oh no, he went into the fountain. The red bard missed his stun, and that's the end of it. Now both blue members will respawn, and there you go. Focusing from the red team makes the blue team lose, simply because it is how it is. I believe that the blue Lance Master is just not necessarily the best matchup for the two heavy wearers on the red team.
True.
But now he's doing good. Now he's moving left and right, and now he actually does not have any support. No support needed.
Yeah, he is a Lance Master, absolutely. Absolutely no support needed for him.
Blue Bard healing himself there up in the north, while the Blue Destroyer is on top of the Red Bard.
Chilling.
And now the Blue Berserker, I keep saying Destroyer, and now there is awakening skill. No, he died! The Blue Bard died before casting his awakening skill. That is major! And then also the Lance Master died right after that, because he was expecting that awakening skill. The Blue Berserker is trying to do something, jumping left and right, almost killed the Bard. No, he did not! He got caught! He got caught in the spin and the stun, and now again they've lost focus. This is exactly what I'm telling you, Jim. They're losing focus. They're much more skilled, but they are just losing it, right? And the red team is just composed, calm, absolutely no problem, back and forth. Two tanky classes, especially a destroyer, can be left alone definitely, like he is now, and there's absolutely no problem.
Wow, that's absolutely great so far. Absolutely great display of poise from the red team. Really appreciate it. Blue team is nice, they're trying, but it's just not enough juice. How can I say this?
I see a lot of missed skills from this blue Lance Master. Absolutely unacceptable in an official match. It is how it is. I know I'm on his ass a lot, but he's a Lance Master. You know what I'm saying? I said enough. Enough said. A Lance Master is a Lance Master, and there is no excuse for missing so many skills in a row. He's just maybe a bit nervous. It happens. It is what it is. But the blue team, I believe, is losing 50% because of that. There is 83 seconds left in the match. The score is 5-3 for the red team, and they're duking it out in north, center, and south. No problem, because they are tanky and they can wait the respawn of their Bard. And now the red Bard has dropped the heal on top of the red Destroyer, and he's the only one getting it, which is absolutely fabulous. He has more HP now to work with, and he also definitely has his shields. The Destroyer is now trying to be on the blue Berserker's ass, and then he succeeded. Now the Lance Master is next, and he's absolutely dead from the red Berserker. The Bard is the only one there, and then the awakening skill of the red Berserker kind of does the trick, and the Bard is absolutely dead zone. Now the blue team, again, 40 seconds left to go, 9-3 the score. They have absolutely zero chance of coming back into this match. I understand why they lost, Jim, but I thought they would gonna win, because they are playing so out of this world. 66% of them are out of this world.
Yeah, absolutely. I really love the blue bard. A great job. The blue warrior also tried. He did good. Blue lance master missed skills.
The red berserker is just running circles around them just for show. It is how it is. Again, the lance master with a missed skill. Luckily, he just turned, and the berserker was really low HP. The red destroyer, the only man left, but it's not gonna matter. They're not even gonna kill him before the time runs out. And congrats to the red team for winning this. They actually deserved it.
Yeah.
They've played well. They've composed themselves, and you can clearly see that just a class, and I'm talking about the Lance Master again, on his ass, just a class is definitely not going to win you a game if you are not 100% composed as a team.
Absolutely. Completely agree with you. Classes don't win games. It's players who win you the games.
The second set of matches is about to start, and we have my favorite team, Jim, that is Serie, playing versus the Flying Dutchman. Serie is going to be playing as the red team, and while the Flying Dutchmen are going to be the blue. Here we can see the players again, calm and collective, extremely serious. That's why I absolutely love Serie as a team. And not to mention, 333 is my top absolute favorite Lance Master in Korea. So reason why I personally love them. I know, Jim, you don't really agree with me. You have a different favorite, but how do you think Serie is going to perform versus the Flying Dutchman?
Honestly, I would give the Flying Dutchman the edge here because of just the way the team is. I think they have a warlord, and that guy is really a great player. 333 is really good. He's a god, sorry, but in 1v1s.
I completely agree with you, but I'm going to keep my eyes on 333. He just avoided an Arcana awakening skill right there just because he's a Lance Master. I mean, I don't understand how this Arcana even dared to cast his awakening skill on 333, knowing that he plays that class, and he's really a skilled player. I agree with you, Jim, also in the sense of the comp. Warlord Hawkeye Arcana for Flying Dutchman is a little bit bizarre, to say the least, while Soul Master, Lance Master, and Bard seems to be pretty OP. Very curious how this is going to pan out. The Soul Master from Serie is actually doing a really good job. Serie is the red team, remember. I'm still going to go for red and blue, my boys. There was actually no awakening skill yet from the Bard, and the Warlord from the blue team is actually supporting his team really well. Now there is an awakening skill from the Bard, which actually caught absolutely no one. The Bard in the red team seems to have thought that the fight is going to go on there. The Warlord from the blue team, we see him right here in the main picture. He was a little bit down south, a little bit hesitant to go in. The Arcana and the Hawkeye are actually trying to focus on 333, or was it the other way around, my boys, where the Lance Master from the red team, my favorite player ever, is just going crazy on them just because he knows he can? Absolutely genius. The way he's not missing skills, the way he's dealing with them, the way he's dealing with an Arcana is super nice. There we go. Another thing from 333, absolutely genius. All three players from the red team are very low, but they have a 2-0 score advantage, and the Soul Master from the red team is just trying to zone them out. They already know. I mean, this Hawkeye from the blue team has absolutely nothing on them. Hawkeye, a great class to play in PvP, definitely, but you know, in organized ranked PvP, nobody's gonna take your paralyzes, nobody's gonna take your shots from the distance, because it's just not gonna happen. Look at the Hawkeye right there behind the Soul Master. He's trying actually to do something, almost got the Soul Master down. Super low, the red team, all of them super low, but they're sticking together really well, and they've almost actually killed the Arcana. Now 333 actually on the Warlord. What big balls on that man. He missed his tornado. He wanted to catch the Arcana, but it didn't happen. 333 still something to do. Oh, he got caught, he got paralyzed, but the shield from the Bard, and he still kills the Arcana even with the triangle. 333, this Lance Master, absolutely crazy, and he's going with 1% HP on the Hawkeye because he does not give a fucking fuck, because he's just great. And on the Warlord, he's just humiliating them, and I've just told you this from the beginning. He's absolutely insane, and he does not care. He's solo versus 3, he does not care, and finally he dies just because he is him. Absolutely clap. That is a motherfucking player. And now the red team is 2 versus 3, but actually the 333 is already already back up the Lancemaster. Now they're 3 versus 3, and the score is actually also 3 versus 3, which is very surprising. The Warlord from the blue team is actually taking a lot of damage in the back lines, and again more from the Bard with the Cancerous skill. The Lancemaster is just going YOLO on them. He doesn't care. Soulmaster right at the back where he's supposed to be, in and out. Arcana is trying something on the end. I think this Hawkeye from the blue team has actually 20k damage done so far. And now the Tornado Awakening skill from the Hawkeye, which did absolutely nothing. He just took damage instead of dealing it, and it is how it is. A very strange comp. The Warlord from the blue team, from the Flying Dutchman, is already dead. And now we have 20% HP Hawkeye in the blue team alive. And then we have the Arcana. Now they're all back online. The red team is again, all of them at 25% HP or less. Now healing up, 2 of them in the red Bard's healing circle. And now they've got caught. They've both got caught. Both the Lancemaster and the Bard got caught there in the Warlord Awakening skill. What a great Awakening skill from the Warlord. This Warlord is actually playing really well. And it is what it is, a nice viable class in PvP. And he did really well to wait with his Awakening skill for the Bard healing and just to cast it like that. The Ranger Hawkeye has absolutely nothing on
but
the
they're still winning. The blue team is winning.
And now the Warlord is again on the offensive, again in the front line. He's doing really good. There was a tornado from the Lancemaster on one player, I believe it was the Bard there. And now the red team is again grouped up. The Warlord front line, one CC on the other, one CC on one, another CC on the other. Very nice Warlord gameplay. Really nice Warlord gameplay. Arcana is a little bit too defensive in this match, and Hawkeye cannot do absolutely anything. The triangle is also not that great from the Arcana, and then if a Bard is chasing you as an Arcana, then it is what it is. However, the match just ended.
Wow, wowza, so nice. I'm so impressed with the blue team. So impressed with this Warlord, this genius.
Yeah, Jim, you're an absolute mad lad. You're an absolute a seer of the future in this case. I hate it. My favorite team lost the first match. I do believe they played really well, but score is all that matters. Not a huge score, but it is still a win. 6 points, 6 kills for the blue team, 5 kills for the red team. Game number 2 on the way, Jim. Really happy you're here with me. Let's see the first split. The Warlord is going, actually went in the right direction up, and then the red team also went up while the other 2 went down. Hawkeye has a very nice positioning. I would give him that for positioning, but it's just very tough to play a Hawkeye in competitive. Now the Warlord is taking a little bit of damage, and the two-man triangle from the Arcana, that also gave them a really nice thing. Did I see some Awakening skill right there in the middle? No, absolutely not, but the Arcana did a pretty nice static field. The Soulmaster, actually from the red team, is doing pretty decent damage. This Warlord is just playing. This Warlord, he is left, right and center. He is CCing every single one of the 3 players, and there was an Awakening skill actually from the Bard with an Awakening skill from the Warlord on top of it. This is absolutely great. This Warlord deserves a clap. I'm just going to clap him, Jim, because he's absolutely too out of this world. The way he plays, he's playing exactly like he should. Again, an Awakening skill from the Arcana. Arcana is actually soloing the red team's Bard. So now they're 2 versus 3 with the Warlord on the offensive. He almost got that, but he got a second one really nice. The Lancemaster is actually just avoiding everything. Absolutely. And again going in solo deep. It is how it is. 2-man knockdown from the Lancemaster, and then the follow-up from the Soulmaster is not there, and the 2-man, they're clumping up too much. If there was a 2-man static field from the Arcana as well, from this particular Arcana, which has not really shined throughout the game, the Warlord is doing really nice. The Warlord is doing really nice. I mean, you just have to appreciate it. While the Soulmaster in the red team is not really pulling his weight. He's actually not really pulling his weight. The Bard in the red team is trying, obviously 3-3-3. The Lancemaster is trying as well. It's just that the Soulmaster, I'm waiting for him to do something. I'm really waiting for him to do something. Okay, do something. No, that was not the play. And now we have the Ranger that keeps avoiding, and now we have the Warlord who keeps buffing his team and keeps CCing every single person, and the Arcana of course with the damage, and then another Hawkeye Awakening skill which actually didn't do much at all. Again, I just don't know how they're losing. The score is 2-0. Nobody is dying. The red team is very good at not dying so often, but they're still dying just because this Warlord is all up their ass.
Yes, it's absolutely fantastic. This is a great Warlord gameplay. He doesn't do a lot of damage, but he CCs left, right, and center. The Arcana follows up, and sometimes the Ranger as well. The Hawkeye has been a little bit absent from like doing hard deeps, but
a bit over 2 minutes now to play, and the Soulmaster has finally caught a little bit of something on 2 players right there when he has 1% HP, and now he's caught in the Arcana static field, and he's actually dead. The score is 4-2 in favor of the blue team, and then the blue Warlord is still just making them the game. The blue Arcana is now retreating, and now he's back on the offensive, exactly like an Arcana should play. Really nice play right there, but you cannot run away from a Lancemaster, no matter what class you are. And now Warlord is again frontlining, while Ranger is slowly but surely ticking down on them. Ranger again with a little bit of damage. They have a very nice plan, these 3 blue players. They have a very nice plan. They gel together very well. For some reason their comp actually works, and that is because they all are playing around this Warlord. He's making the plays, and the other 2 are ticking away at the red team.
Absolutely.
And this is why the score is still 3-4. Even if we have a great Lancemaster player in the red team, it still doesn't seem to matter. And now we have almost the Soulmaster. They're just too spread apart. The Lancemaster from the red team, I love him. He's my fucking favorite, but he's just too solo. He should be playing in the esports arena of 1v1v1. He is not necessarily the best team player I've seen. It is what it is. And now we have the Soulmaster and the Bard of the red team trying to struggle versus 2, while the Lancemaster from the red team is struggling alone somewhere. Arcana again caught a 2-man static field. They're just too clumped up. You cannot do anything with this Warlord on your ass, and then the Arcana is just naturally catching up and catching these CCs. Absolutely crazy. The score is 5-4, and I think the blue team is gonna win again, simply because they have just a better chemistry.
Absolutely, I completely agree. They play really well together. Warlord is fantastic. The Arcana is really good. The Hawkeye.
Oh my god!
Yeah, look at that. It's just absolutely crazy.
Oh my god, 5-7 with 8 seconds left to go. They have nobody to kill though. 5 seconds, and only the Hawkeye is available. The Hawkeye is just going to run away from there. Oh no, he didn't. He got caught. 6-7, but it's done. It's 2-0 for the blue team. That was the easiest match I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god, I'm baffled, Jim. Tell me something.
There's nothing to say really. They played really well. They had a plan, and they put that plan in practice. Simple as that. Nothing to say.
Almost time to get into the third match of the day. Loser from the first game versus loser from the second game. So it's going to be a team. This is a good game versus Team Serie. Team Serie is going to be playing as the red team, and then this is a great game. Is going to be playing as the blue team. Their comps are kind of similar. They both have a Bard and they both have a Lancemaster. I believe that the Serie's Lancemaster, which is played by 333, so the red team's Lancemaster is simply much better as a individual a player skill than the blue team's Lancemaster. Now in terms of the Berserker, I really like the Berserker from the blue team, and the Soulmaster from the red team did not show a lot in their first matchup, right, with the Flying Dutchman. So right now already the blue Lancemaster has taken quite a lot of damage, but again the red team is clumped up. Again they're clumped up, and then the Berserker can do something, but he's actually really nicely CC'd, and now he's going back. No damage has been done really. The Bard from the red team has actually supported them pretty well. I was so worried for them there for a moment, and we still have the Lancemaster from the blue team a little bit over half HP. He tried something, but it didn't actually work out, and now the Berserker and the Lancemaster from the blue team are ganging up on the Soulmaster from the red team, and then 333 on the Lancemaster from the red team is actually going wild on them, and now he's gonna go wild on 2 of them, while the Berserker is actually on the Bard from the red team, which is stupid. Oh my god, the awakening skill from the Berserker actually demolishes that Bard, and now we're playing already with 1 kill for the blue team. Again, something that the Lancer from the red team was just soloing 2 other blue players, which is absolutely great to see for me as a caster, but not actually inside the game for them as a team. And now 333 is very low HP on the red team, and then the Soulmaster keeps trying to catch someone, but he's not managing. Stun on a knockdown person is not really working out very well, and then the Lancemaster from the red team is trying something, but he's chased by the Lance Master from the blue team, and now the red team's Bard Awakening skill, which got 2 people but missed actually the Lance Master because he died before the Bard could cast that. He thought that he might have a remove shock or something, but he did not, and now the red team is in big trouble with the score 2-0 for the blue team already. The Lance Master from the blue team is extremely low HP, but he can still probably pull out some easy damage. No, he got caught actually from the Soul Master. Oh, and he's dead. He's done so. He's done for. So now the score is 2-1, and then we have a nicely HP'd red team versus a pretty low HP blue team. The score can be equalized by the red team if they're really pushing it. Again, the Lance Master from the red team is just soloing 2 people from the blue team, which is nice for me to see, but he just doesn't have help from his teammates, or he just goes. There was an awakening skill from the blue Lance Master. He missed absolutely completely. I'm not sure how that's possible, but hey, I guess it happens in other places than in Russia. Now we have the blue Lance Master on a solo fight with the Soul Master from the red team. Now they are 2 of them, and with the Bard Awakening skill, the blue Bard, he's going to take a little bit of damage, and they're going to get a nice shield. And now the Soul Master is kind of in trouble. You cannot run away from a Lance Master, no matter if you're a Soul Master or whatever class you are. It's done. When Lance Master was introduced, Soul Master got the 2nd place in the PvP rankings. Happens. Berserker from the blue team is now charging back, trying to get to safety behind his Bard. The Lance Master from the red team is again behind all enemy lines. Look at him, he's almost in the enemy fountain while nobody's there to support him. Absolutely nobody. The Bard is way behind. He cannot do anything to help him, and the Soul Master was dead from the, and now both Bard and Soul Master are caught, and they have split very nicely, but they still took some free damage, and now they're 3 versus 2, and they are just getting demolished in terms of tactics. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it's just insane, Cyber. I mean, the way the blue team is playing is out of this world, and the red team is just too greedy.
Blue Berserker is just running rampant on them now.
Yeah.
He got confidence. The score is 5-1. There's 85 seconds to go. I highly doubt they can ever possibly in human history turn this game around, while the Bard from the red team seems to have given up on his team because, hey guys, where are you? I'm just a Bard. I don't have 10 blinks. Either stay around me or just go and die. And I think the second choice is what 333 and the Soul Master from the red team have tried to adopt. Again, they're trying something. Now they're playing again on the back foot. The score is 3-6. Soul Master from the red team keeps trying with the range skill to catch someone. He did not have absolutely any success in this game, maybe besides a couple of hits on a couple of players, but that's about it. That's a pretty much a waste of a skill. Now the blue team is playing from the high throne position, and they're just basically demolishing everyone. The Soul Master, again, a stun on a knockdown player, doesn't really work very well. And then the Lance Master from the blue team is actually going pretty wild on them just because he's a team player and he can. Individually, he's not better than the red Lance Master, but this is where team play gets you. It gets you kinda far.
Yeah.
15 seconds to go. It is 7-4, and this one seems to be another easy 2-0 for against Serie as a team. Super shocked.
I am shocked as well, and it was a double kill also for the red team, but yeah, it really doesn't matter at this point. I mean, they're also low, and
no way they could have won
No
that.
way.
No way. Absolutely no way, Jim. It is how it is. It happened. I'm really curious to see the second match, and you know what? I kind of feel like it's going to be another 2-0. What do you think?
yeah, I think so too. I mean, listen, the games go fast these days, and team play gets you far, and nothing else, just team play.
In the red team's booth, the situation did not seem to be very happy. They were focused, and you know, they wanted to seem relaxed and composed, but I know that in their hearts I think they know what's happening, and they just feel bad about it, and now it's a little bit too late for them. They've already lost so brutally. Right here there was an exchange. The red team's Bard has casted the awakening skill. I think it just caught the blue Berserker, which didn't really give a damn about it, and now the blue team's Bard has casted the awakening skill, so they have an advantage on time in terms of how long the shield is gonna last, and now they're just in the red team's fountain. The Soul Master from the red team is trying. He missed his actual stun. He was a little bit too far away. There's no reason to go that far away, and now the blue team is just all over them. Already 1-0. The red team Bard is just donezo. Blue team much more composed, nothing less than what we've seen so far. Now the Soulmaster from the red team is on the offensive, and he used everything. He cannot retreat, and now he's just trying from the distance to do something. He is doing what he can, but unfortunately there is just no chemistry there. There's just no gel.
Too little, too late also. I mean, yeah, 2 skills from a Soulmaster ain't gonna win you the game. Teamwork, 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 all I say. Look at that. Beautiful to watch.
Yeah, I mean, Soulmaster is also missing skills. He's just throwing them left and right, really. Auto-attacking is not really going to work, while look at the blue team's berserker. I mean, that guy just doesn't care anymore. And think about it, Jim. These guys, the blue team that's playing now, has already lost matches versus another team. So they're the losers in their match. And they're 3-0ing Serie right here, which is just a little bit out of this world. And now the awakening skill from the berserker, is he going to catch anyone? It's going to be definitely on the bard. They really want to eliminate the bard, and yeah, I think they're doing a great job. Now the bard is kind of alone. They have the lance master, but for some reason this match he's not trying to go YOLO. For some reason for this match he's just trying to stay back and let his bard go frontline tank. It's just everything is just a little bit bizarre. Soulmaster missing skills left, right and center. One man knockdown with the easiest skill in the world is just not good enough. It's just not good enough. Maybe there we go, an awakening skill from the lance master. That was really nice. That was really nice. Caught one, 3 at the beginning and then 1 later on. They tried to remove the berserker from the game and they did manage. Now the bard is extremely low HP. That's a really free damage. The lance master is definitely going to get a double kill on that, and then the other 2 people, the bard and the soulmaster, finish off the blue team's lance master. The berserker has actually respawned, but he's alone at the moment, and he is going to take some free damage, and he's going to take some damage from the lance master as well, which pushes him out actually from the soul master's beam. And now it's again 3 versus 3. That is a long ass heal for the berserker. He really doesn't care because he has a long ass heal gathered from the soul master awakening. Actually did pretty nice damage on the blue team's lance master, and now they're kind of getting composed. Now I like them. Now they're doing okay. They're spamming skills left, right and center. They're too clumped up. The bard is just I don't know, he's just being focused and he doesn't have any answer, and he doesn't have any answer from his team also. He has a soul master in his group, a soul master that cannot really help him when he is in tough situations as a bard, and now both lance master and bard from the red team are dead, only red soul master alive, and he's just going to get absolutely massacred while the bard from the blue team is waiting for the other 2 players to come so they can continue. The actual soul master survived. The red soul master survived, and he's getting some free damage right now. The bard with that little shield, that was absolutely super nice to save the soul master right there, but you cannot do that to a berserker. It just happens, and now the berserker is gonna get a lot of space damage. I mean, by pressing space, right, that skill, on the bard as well, and the bard is getting something back in return, right? The blue team is surrounding the bard, and I think the bard is gonna go down for sure. Yep, there you go. There's a tornado from the blues lance master as well, and now 333 is going just wild on them. It's absolutely going wild, and then now they're all 3 on the red soul master, but 333 is there for the save and is there for the damage as well. They're doing pretty nice. I appreciate them, and now they're out of gas. Both soul master and red lance master, they were out of gas, and then almost died there. Now 333 is actually in their fountain. 30 seconds remaining, 6-9. The lance master from the red team actually managed to defeat the bard, I think. No, the bard actually didn't die in the fountain. The bard did die in the fountain, and now it's actually 6-9. They cannot kill them. They have absolutely no choice. 15 seconds to go. They need 3 more kills, and they're all really low HP, and they're actually gonna die instead. They're not gonna get anything. The blue team is full HP. 10 seconds to go. They're absolutely cruising. They've 2-0'd, and actually quite brutally 2-0'd Serie in this match, and I am absolutely speechless.
Harsh. I am speechless as well. Serie is not my favorite team. I didn't put my hopes up in them, but yeah, it was just brutal, absolutely brutal. Both matches for Serie actually.
Players are almost ready, Jim. We're about to get into game number 4 of the day, and we're gonna have one more after this one. Super exciting. Let's get into the match here. So we have on the red team side, we have Destroyer, Berserker and Bard, a very tanky lineup, and then on the blue team side we have Hawkeye, Arcana and Warlord, a very interesting lineup with an amazing Warlord as a player. Now I don't think this is gonna go good for the Hawkeye, because it's just Hawkeye in competitive esports. PvP. I'm not sure how good that's gonna be, but normally if you play any arenas in the world, then the Hawkeye is gonna do good versus Berserker and Destroyer and Bard, right? Because he just has the range advantage. But in this case, does he? We're gonna see throughout this match. The Destroyer already actually caught the Hawkeye, but he got paralyzed in the Arcana triangle actually. The Warlord, look at him. Just keep your eyes on this goddamn Warlord. He's just absolutely amazing. The Arcana is trying something there. The Hawkeye not really helping. The blue team is actually doing quite bad. The Arcana is getting caught, and that is because, unlike the Hawkeye, he needs to go in a lot more than the Hawkeye does, right? To place his things, to catch people. So it's a little bit of a riskier, a more gamblier playstyle for the Arcana. I mean, no wonder. And now the Warlord is caught there while the Hawkeye is fighting up top with the red Berserker. The blue Warlord is trying something. He is going to continue trying something. The Hawkeye, blue Hawkeye, is caught by the red Destroyer, and then he does manage obviously to escape, but at exactly the same time there is like a dash from the Destroyer. He doesn't get caught in the paralyze of the Hawkeye. The red team has killed already the Arcana, has killed now the Hawkeye by ganging up on him. He cannot escape forever if you keep chasing. On only the blue Warlord is alive right now, but the other two team members from the blue team have already respawned. The red Berserker has pressed his spacebar, and most of it has been used, and kinda most of it has been uselessly spent, but I guess they got 2 kills out of it, so I believe that's kinda worth it. It's kinda hard also, as look at the Hawkeye. First Hawkeye awakening skill, that was actually worth it. Very nice job to the Hawkeye for this. Caught the Bard and the red Destroyer as well at the same time. Warlord has not died yet since this match. Hawkeye just caught a charging shot on the red Berserker right there in the middle. The Berserker is now on the Hawkeye. The red Destroyer had just pressed his spacebar, but he's just basically used he's just done. He's done. He pressed the spacebar. The Destroyer pressed the spacebar for no reason, and now the Bard with the heal in the middle for basically himself, because the Destroyer and both the Berserker from the red team felt the need to actually go on the Hawkeye, which is absolutely crazy. They have wasted quite some skills, yet they are leading 3-0 in terms of kills. Look at what I've just said at the beginning of the match. 2 tanky lineup for a Hawkeye and an Arcana to deal with. It is how it is. Warlord is doing good, but the red team's lineup, they don't need to be CC'd, they just need to be killed. And that is the hard task that the Warlord has, because this team just has a little bit too little diesel in the trunk in order to produce enough damage to kill a Destroyer and the Berserker, and on top of that a Bard that's supporting both the Destroyer and the Berserker. Right now red Destroyer is kind of kappa there. He knew he's gonna die, so that's perfectly fine. They're waiting for him, the red team, at the red team's respawn, which is really nice. Hawkeye from the blue team is very low HP. He did something there to the red Destroyer, with the red Berserker, which is really nice. The blue Warlord is right there up with them, which is good. It's what he's supposed to do. There has been an Arcana Awakening skill, but only on one person, only on the red Berserker, which was at the same time supported by the red Bard. So the Arcana Awakening skill did absolutely nothing. It was just casted for nothing. 3-3 the score right now. So they did pull back. However, already the Warlord is dying. The Hawkeye is going to be next because he cannot run forever, and now they're clumped up as well. He did good. 2-man paralyze with the Arcana 2-man static field. That was really nice. But oh my god, that damage from the red Destroyer was just cruel. That was cruel. This is what happens everywhere with Arcanas and Destroyers. If you get caught by a Destroyer, you just basically get 2-shotted And that's it for your journey there. 5-3 the score with 22 seconds remaining. I'm not sure they can do anything unless this Warlord pulls an amazing... And now the Red Bard's Awakening skill, he just pulled that off with 14 seconds remaining, and that is it for the match. They cannot do absolutely nothing because the Awakening... Oh, there we go. There we go. As I was saying, Awakening skill from the Warlord, but no, it's already too late. The Awakening skill from the Bard, the big shield, just lasted too long on them. It lasted for like the most of those 15 seconds, and that's it. 1-0 for the red team, just because they were just too hard to deal with. Getting into game 2 momentarily, guys. We're gonna see again this magnificent Warlord in action. I'm really curious to see, have they changed something? They look really serious actually. Have they changed something for this fight, or they're just gonna go the same? I see that the Hawkeye is a little bit more offensive. The Warlord already, he just interrupts skills from mid-air. He just does not. He's such a boss, this guy. And I already see that the Hawkeye is trying to do a little bit more this match, which is definitely needed. So far, they're just dancing around each other. The Berserker from the red team is actually taking quite some damage. They are a little bit more organized. Look at the Hawkeye. He's like so ballsy. But again, his skills, his paralyzes, most of them, they just miss. Again, same with the Arcana. They're a little bit nervous, you can tell. They don't want to lose, and I really wish them good luck. But we're gonna see what happens. Again, the Hawkeye is right there in the middle of the team. He's getting caught, and now he paralyzed one person, the Berserker from the red team. He used the Awakening skill, the Hawkeye, which did quite some decent damage, again, I think, on the Berserker. Not much, though, with the support of the Bard. The Warlord is just in between their ass, doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing. But I'm very curious about this Arcana and this Hawkeye. What are they going to do? How are they going to get to the red Bard? Hawkeye is actually doing that right now, and the Berserker from the red team is kind of dying. Look, the Warlord Awakening skill, that was really great to get the first kill of the game, and now to have the superiority on the map. The Warlord is again on the Bard's ass. He's just not letting him go. He is such a great guy. Fuck, I wish I had this guy to see people right in mid-air in all of my arenas, right? Really nice. And again, he's just seeing the Berserker that just came out of spawn, and then behind on the Destroyer. Again, Destroyer pretty hard to take down for a Hawkeye and an Arcana that have been out of skills just because they killed the Bard previously. Arcana gets, the Hawkeye gets to be half HP just from the Destroyer alone with 10% HP. Warlord is trying to do something to the red Destroyer. Still, he's alive. The red Destroyer is still alive. Now the Ranger, the Hawkeye, actually kills him. The Warlord got the Bard knocked down there up on the top. The Arcana is with the Bard, with the Hawk, with the Warlord right there. This is really good. This is really good for them. If they could do this. No, that triangle was not placed right at all. Of course, he would have went back to his fountain. And now both teams are with 3 players. Blue team a little bit lower HP than the red team. That was a 2-man field from Arcana. That was really nice. No follow-up from the Hawkeye, unfortunately, besides just a little skill. Hawkeye is behind lines on the Bard. Finally, he's doing that. That is really nice. The Bard is actually caught off guard right there in the middle in his heal, but the Hawkeye and the Arcana clamping up together on him. He has absolutely no chance even with the heal. The 2 Berserker and Destroyer from the red team were busy with the Warlord, which is exactly what the Warlord should be doing. I mean, this is absolutely fantastic. 4-0. They have not died once, the blue team. That is super appreciated. The Warlord is low HP, but that's perfectly fine. I believe that he might die soon unless he pulls out some miracle from his ass. Actually, the Arcana dies in the meantime, and now I think that they're gonna clamp up on the Warlord. The Destroyer is on the Hawkeye, which is a little bit bizarre that he's not with his team. Warlord is still alive, actually, and still seeing people left and right. He has his cooldowns back, and the Arcana is again back alive. The Arcana is just running away. The Destroyer has pressed the spacebar just to kill this Warlord. He deserves that. He's a really good player, the Warlord. And the Destroyer has wasted most of his spacebar ability just on the Warlord, which was 5% HP. Hawkeye is trying to get away, and he's moving left and right. Oh my god, he broke their ankles there. He broke the Berserker's ankles. That was a really beautiful play. Arcana and Warlord both full HP versus a very low HP Berserker from the red team. Warlord again with the CC, Arcana with the field on 2 players, but the Bard was using CC immunity at that time, so he couldn't catch him. That was a really beautiful play from the Arcana and the Hawkeye together to get the Berserker. I think the red Berserker just wanted to die so he can respawn with full HP, so they can have a nice fair shot towards the end of the game. I think the Bard might still have the Awakening skill. I didn't see it yet, or maybe I just forgot. Really nice.
The Bard didn't press the Awakening skill yet, so he's keeping it maybe for the last 15 to 20 seconds. They're still hoping, and they do have hope. It's 3-5 the score.
They're trying. They're really trying, Jim, to be defensive. But I'm not sure if that's the play. I mean, sure, that's cute, that's nice, but there's still 25 seconds to go. What happens if something happens, right? Look, the Bard did have the Awakening skill, and he casted it again with right at the end of the match. But they just cannot catch them. They're trying to be defensive, and they are not going to be able to catch them. I'm very curious what the Warlord is going to do. The Arcana Awakening skill right there. The Berserker, the red one, has tried to use his Awakening skill on the Warlord, but he didn't kill him. He's just too goddamn tanky. 3-5 still with 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's it. They've won. Really, really nice. Really, really impressed by the blue team. To win that kind of a matchup, absolutely clap.
GG's.
Super, super nice. Yeah. Very curious who's gonna take this one. Who do you think, Jim?
I believe in the blue team now. This Warlord.
Well, I believe you because you're such a visionary. So I really believe you this time. Arcana Triangle, which did really good, caught the red Destroyer there in it. The red Destroyer is still on their ass. I think the red team has a little bit of a different plan this time, maybe with the Destroyer a little bit more in the front line. The blue team has split very nicely with the Arcana on south, Hawkeye on north, and Warlord in the middle. Now they're trying to gang up on their Bard, which is actually suspect because they did that last match as well, and they were successful in doing so. They're doing good. They're trying, actually. That everyone is just poking. Nobody's really landing skills, and they're just like,
they're just touching each other,
right? This is really nice. 40 seconds have passed from the match, and there is absolutely no kill, and nobody's even under half HP. Very, very interesting, right? How both teams are avoiding each other, with the Destroyer in the front line for the red team, and Warlord in front line from the blue team. Now a nice follow-up finally from the Hawkeye with a nice paralyze. Didn't catch the Bard. Absolutely gorgeous gameplay from the Bard. He probably never got caught by a paralyze from the Hawkeye ever, and was able to support his team through their them being paralyzed. Super, super nice. I see that the Destroyer is in the front line, but I do see that the Bard is trying to be a little bit behind Ben for good reason. He's doing good. He's actually doing good. But because of that, the Destroyer is kind of on his own. The Berserker doesn't really want to go full YOLO because he knows he can be bursted down from by a Hawkeye and an Arcana. And the Warlord... this game, the Warlord has really just been a little bit held back, and now they're healing, actually. And the blue team is actually too low HP to be courageous enough to go inside that heal, which is a very bad scenario for them.
Yeah, absolutely. The blue team is like really composed. Nobody has died yet. Can you imagine? I mean, this is absolutely crazy. I've never seen such a game before in my life. Everyone's just tiptoeing, touching each other, trying from the distance.
Oh my god.
It's crazy. I mean, look at this. Wow.
Oh, Jesus
what
Christ.
What awakening skill from the Warlord. Really, really nice.
So excited just for one kill in the match. It's been over a minute. Actually, it's been 2 minutes right now, and there is one kill in 2 minutes of this game. 2 kills right now. The score is 1-1. The Arcana is extremely low. He's doing left and right. He's breaking some ankles right there. The score is still 1-1 with the Bard Awakening skill running out. And now what is he gonna do? Absolutely nothing. He just cannot do. There's a triangle on 2 people. A triangle on 2 people. He's getting some free damage. He's absolutely genius. This Arcana, he's a master of escaping. I think he has the Sealbook, Master of Escaping. He's just doing free damage. Now finally he gets caught, while the Hawkeye and the Warlord are doing free damage in return. The Berserker was also has also pressed the spacebar just so he can get even more damage out. Now the Warlord is actually caught in the middle of the Bard heal. It was a very short Bard heal, but he's kind of dead here. With the Arcana 2-man, again, this Arcana is actually pulling up to the stage right now. Warlord has survived. God damn, he got saved by the Arcana and the Hawkeye together. And now they're returning the kills. It's 2-2 the score. This match is absolutely so tight, and now 3-2 because the Warlord just got killed. The Destroyer and the Berserker from the red team are both really, really low. Arcana caught a 1-man field and then a triangle as well. Hawkeye is trying to avoid the Berserker right there and the Bard. He's doing a good job. The Destroyer from the red team has pressed the spacebar skill. He is chasing up the Arcana. Not quite sure if that's the best target to chase after, because they obviously are never going to catch him if the Arcana plays well. But he is still doing it. He's just pushing it. And the score is 3-2 with 65 seconds left to go for the red team. The Berserker in the red team is really, really low, so they can definitely kill them and get a tight score. And I think now he's going to die. Yeah, there you go. The score is again 3-3. And I think right now it's in the advantage of the blue team actually. The Destroyer in the red team is also really low. The Hawkeye is on him. The Hawkeye finally landed his skill. The best skill of the Hawkeye's life to get the score to 4-3, right? Super, super nice. Very well done. Oh, he pushed him into the fire. God damn this Arcana. He died right there, but he pushed the Bard into the fire. The score is actually 4-4, and I still think it's in the favor of the blue team. This is absolutely so tight. I couldn't even call it.
Yeah, it's great. It's just a fantastic gameplay from both teams. Both teams really, really want this win, but I think the blue one's gonna nail.
15
It's
seconds.
just insane how well they're playing. Really nice to see.
Oh my god, they're just destroying them. The red team is trying to catch 4-4 actually the score right now. Berserker is extremely low, but the blue team is still gonna win. Berserker awakening skill, are they still gonna win on 4-4 the blue team? I don't know, actually look, they're chasing them. Oh my god, who won? Yeah, the blue team. There was a blue team, there was an HP advantage in the blue team. Oh my god, what a goddamn match. Wow. Woo.
So nice, so thrilled.
Oh my god, that was really intense, Jim. I really appreciated that match. It was really nice to see, really nice to look, and really nice to learn from actually for the Western players as well.
Absolutely, you can see how they play. You can see the skills they use and how they do in a team and how they work together. It's just an amazing advantage for us in the West.
Absolutely,
to
we
see.
have one more match left, Jim and guys. We have the Flying Dutchman already qualified to go further in the competition. Clap for them. Hawkeye Arcana Warlord. Who would have thought in a meta ran by Lance Masters? But they've done really well. They've played an extremely nice plan and they've qualified further. Now it's time to see which team qualifies the second from Group A to move onwards in the competition. And I guess we're going to just go right in the match, Jim, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
So let's see, a nice split by the teams, both going north. We have Berserker, Lancemaster, Bard versus Berserker, Bard, Destroyer. Let's see how this is gonna go. We have already some fight brewing in the middle with an earthquake from the blue Berserker onto the red Destroyer. He got a little bit of damage there, but he's gonna be just fine. The blue team is on the offensive, but now the red team is countering actually with the Destroyer in the front lines. The red team has seemed to adopt this strategy after the first game, where the Destroyer actually goes first, which is a really good strategy. The Berserker is actually fighting the Bard right here in the north. The Bard took an immense amount of damage from the red Berserker. He did really good, but at the same time so did the Bard, and the Destroyer from the red team took a lot of damage from the Lancemaster and the Berserker from the blue team. So the teams are kind of equal right now. I guess the red team is a little bit more at a disadvantage, but the Bard from the blue team is actually the first to fall, and now that it's 2 versus 3, which is a very difficult situation. The Berserker from the blue team is just down on the floor there, but the Destroyer is not following up with the Berserker from the red team, and now they're still safe. So the Bard from the blue team is awake, but the red team does have a 1 kill lead. The Bard from the red team obviously in the fountain, followed by the Berserker from the blue team, which actually kills him really fast, so he can exit himself as well. Score is 1-1. Red team has the low HP Destroyer and the blue team has the low HP Berserker and Lancemaster, which is horrible to have both of your DPS as low HP. The blue team is leading 2-1. The Berserker from the blue team has pressed the spacebar, and so did the Berserker from the red team. Both of them have pressed the spacebar already. And then there's the Awakening skill from the Bard in the blue team that is really nice to protect them, so they can get even a further advantage. Maybe they can defeat the Bard from the red team, and I think he's gonna fall. He definitely is gonna fall. And now the Lancemaster is still alive. Berserker from the blue team still alive. The Destroyer from the red team has pressed the spacebar, but again he's going on the Lancemaster with the spacebar. Why are they going on targets that are always the most mobile? I just don't understand. Soul Masters, Arcanas, Hawkeyes and Lancemasters. You cannot do that. Better press it on the Bard. Now the Berserker and the Blue Lancemaster have in the meantime finished the red Berserker, which is really nice. Now they have again a people's advantage. The Bard has actually caught both of them a couple of seconds in the song, in the CC there, so it's just really nice. The Berserker from the blue team, he knows he's gonna die, so he's just gonna go far away, maybe try to get a couple of hits off. Oh, he just jumped into one of those things. That's absolutely perfectly fine. The Lancemaster from the blue team should also die now and get respawned, while the Bard is taking free damage from the fountain, because otherwise he would just die. The red team is healing nicely. The score is 3-4, so the blue team still have an advantage. However, the Bard from the blue team is really low, which is fine. I've seen the Bard from the blue team be really low in the past also and do good. Berserker from the blue team is just destroying the Bard in the back lines, and that is nice. That is a very good play. I'm very surprised he even reached there in the back lines. Berserker's new battle masters in terms of mobility in 2K20, boys. And now there has been a two-man CC right there, and the Berserker awakening skill finishes off the Berserker from the red team, which is nice. The Bard from the blue team has casted the healing in the middle, and now he's caught, but the Lancemaster with like a really quick stun, that was really nice. And the awakening skill from the Bard, from the red Bard, keeps them a little bit on their toes. It is 3-6 the score in the favor of the blue team, which is not really good at all. They're never gonna win if the red team doesn't push. They need to push. And now the Berserker from the blue team has pressed the spacebar as well again, and they're doing good. They have done a lot of damage to the destroyer from the red team. I just have this feeling that the red team has kind of given up, not quite sure why. And now the Berserker is again on them. The destroyer from the red team, oh my god, those crits, my god, please help me, god. I have the Bard also, and then there's a double kill for the Berserker in the blue team, which is super nice. The destroyer has respawned, and the Berserker from the red team is now taking all the heat because they were 2 versus 3. Blue team is retreating. It is 3-8, and I believe that this first game is in the bag for the blue team.
Absolutely, definitely they're gonna win it. There is no way in hell in 20 seconds they're gonna get 5 kills. It happens. They have been just on a roll. This blue team, absolutely genius. Really big props to them. They're
crazy, absolutely crazy, Jim.
Playing crazily, yeah. Look at them, double kill, and they just don't care anymore. And I think they're gonna win the next game as well. That's my guess. Jim, the next level man.
Wowza. Really nice. Really nice. With a chance to qualify. Super nice. Very excited for the second game. Let's just get into it.
Let's do it.
Game number 2, with the qualification chance in the bag for the blue team. If they win this, the red team would have to win 2 more games, but judging by how they played last match, I just have this feeling that in their hearts somehow they've already given up. It is very surprising to see them losing because they have a nice comp, a tanky comp. They play well together. They destroyed last game, so yeah, I'm just surprised. They started off really nice now with a really good focus on the blue team's Bard. I think the guy might have been distracted from laughing too much in the break, but it happened. The blue team's Berserker also is getting pretty low, under half HP, and then there's an awakening skill from the red Bard just to solidify this push and maybe get a kill at least on one of them. But look how they're kiting them. The red team has just decided to go back to their spawn and also clump up at the same time, and now the Berserker and the Lancemaster are clumping up, but a really nice reply from the destroyer of the red team, because they're really low, but they're playing like they have absolutely no fear, this blue team. Destroyer from the red team is trying to at least get them together so that maybe the Berserker from the red team would be able to follow up. Destroyer from the red team is really making their game, is really making the plays, and Berserker is just trying to counter and approve basically the Destroyer. Berserker just died. He was a little bit too overzealous. Red team's Bard is also probably gonna be dead. I don't think so, actually. Oh my god, I was so wrong. Woo!
Oh my god, yeah, I mean, it was absolutely crazy. It's already 2-0 for the blue team.
2-0 the score, and they're playing like absolute heroes. Look at them.
Christ.
They know exactly what to do. They have absolutely no fear. The Berserker from the blue team has placed the spacebar right now, and it's absolutely a crucifixion here on the red team side. The Bard is actually playing like he has absolutely no fear. Look at him, the blue team Bard, and the red team's Destroyer has pressed spacebar this time for a better avail. To be honest, I think it's the first spacebar from this Destroyer that he has pressed nicely, and the awakening skill from the red Berserker to just solidify find that kill on the blue Lancemaster. Right now the red team has taken the lead, which is really nice. They're not too low HP either, and they have the heal from the Bard. Absolutely gorgeous. They're trying to use the heal mostly on the berserker from the red team, so everyone is out of the heal so that he can get the most out of it. And the destroyer from the red team is trying to get back to his teammates so they can regroup and reset and maybe try with the destroyer again, frontlining, get something going. He's going right now, he's coming back, never mind. Lancemaster from the blue team is trying something. Oh, he got caught by the Bard stun. He knew that the berserker, blue berserker approach is coming, so he left, but he did take a lot of damage in the meantime. And now they're both clumped up, the Bard and the destroyer from the red team. The Bard just dies as a sacrificial lamb there. The destroyer is trying to do something, berserker is behind the destroyer trying to avoid everything until his Bard comes out. And the Lancemaster from the blue team, super aggressive. I love their playstyle. I love when they push. The awakening from the blue Bard. The awakening from the blue Bard. It didn't catch anyone, but it caught all three of his group members at least. And now they have a lot of a bigger set of balls to just go in. The destroyer from the red team is almost dead. I have not actually seen yet an awakening skill from this destroyer in any of the matches actually he played. Maybe I just missed it, but just saying, I've not seen it. Maybe he doesn't have it socketed. It happens. Sometimes you forget or you don't have the shards to do it. The destroyer dies, and then now the Bard obviously is gonna die also in the fountain, because you know when, oh my god, that avoid from the Lancemaster on the Bard stun, and then the berserker dies as well. It's 3-6, it's 84 seconds remaining. Lancemaster is indeed under half HP, and now even more actually, but he has two teammates. Blue berserker has pressed his spacebar, so that means the red team is a little bit hesitant. Not this destroyer though. Oh my god, he's just going in. He's just absolutely destroying this Lancemaster, and he did. The red berserker is also on the blue Bard, and that is really nice. He needs now the support of his red Bard, which actually gets earthquaked by the blue destroyer berserker, which is really impressive for him from the back lines. Wow. He's doing like so good. Wow.
Yeah, he's a maniac. I mean, all three of these blue team players, they're all like pretty much maniacs. Now they've clumped up for the heal.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Wow, that was a big mistake.
Oh my god.
I just praised them.
Oh my god.
Look what they're doing. They have 2 more kills extra though.
Yeah, Jim, you're absolutely right. They are almost losing this game. Actually, the blue team, they're almost losing this game now. Of course, the red team does not have any stands anymore, so they can take advantage. But they almost lost it there. A couple of more misplays, and they would have absolutely lost it. The blue team is now trying to kite. It's 11 seconds remaining, and okay, it's 7-8 with 5 seconds remaining. There's a Bard. He's just gonna die right now. 8-8, 8-9. Oh my god! Oh my god! The Lancemaster from the blue team just killed the Bard, I think, from the red team, and that secured them one extra kill. Really good, really good team from the blue game.
Close.
Really good team from the blue game. Really good game from the blue team. I cannot speak right after an hour and a half of this. It's absolutely fantastic.
GG's,
nice.
Good games overall.
That's how it is. You come, you conquer, and you win. What do you think, Jim, about this match and the matches that we've actually seen today?
I think it was crazy. I think we had a really good day, and I think we're going to have better days with other groups, actually. This was a good day, but I think there's going to be amazing days, and I think there's going to be ginormously amazing days.
Yeah, of course, the situation could have been different.
Yeah, why are you interrupting me, Saivo, all the time when I talk? I mean, I just cannot say anything. You're already stopping me, interrupting me.
Very exciting indeed. I cannot wait, actually, for Group B. I cannot wait to watch it alongside with you, Jim, to cast it alongside with all of you guys. Thank you, all of you, for tuning in. This was all for Lost Ark Esports first ever PvP tournament Group A matches. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed me and Jim's commentary for this. We are both, me and Jim, brand new to commentating PvP. We've never done it in our lives. So feedback is definitely appreciated. Both me and Jim here wish you a lovely rest of the week. Lots of love. Stay safe, take it easy, and we might actually get to see you soon in Group B's commentary, but only if you have enjoyed this. If you haven't, then both me and Jim are gonna completely disappear. Lots of love, guys. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.